Dr. Luke Evans.
Thank you, Chair, and it's a pleasure to be here under your stewardship. Not so much for the member for Stoke-on-Trent North who's brought this here, because unfortunately he's going to listen to me for the next couple of minutes talk about my own pets. But I think it's really important, because actually that's what humanises this whole debate in the first place. Now, this is one of the easiest speeches I ever have to give, coming in for 18 months talking about my two pets, Roux and Ada, two very silly whippets. The first was bought before the first lockdown. In the same week that Michelle Roux died, we got Roux, a grey, very small, very tiny, very meek whippet. She's joined me. She was supposed to be for my wife's dog while I was away down in Westminster. Of course, we went straight into lockdown, and Roux joined me at my feet, at my beck and call, every single day during those phone calls at 6 in the morning till 11 at night, dealing with my constituents in the pandemic. Roux was there. My only break to go and get a drink, to feed, to let her out and to take her for a walk, and she was my companion. Of course, that meant a problem, because that dog was supposed to be my wife's, so we had to get a second. And the second came in the form of Ada. Named after Ada Lovelace for two reasons. She has a great big heart literally on the side of her chest, but also Ada Lovelace has a special place in my constituency of Bosworth. And since then, Ada is a complete opposite to the meek Roux. She is tenacious, she is grunty, she's only got one gear and it's forward. And this is problematic. When I go out across the fields of Leicestershire, Ada and Roux head out and leave me for dust. They are whippets by name, because if you have a whippet, they are digital animals. They are either on or off. Most people say when you have a whippet, you don't own one, you wear one. They're on the sofa, they're around your neck, they're lying in your lap. But when you take them out, it's a different kettle of fish. I'm very lucky to have the fields of Desford, Peckleton and New Bolverden all at my beck and call, and the dogs love to run across them. The problem is they'll spot children and other dogs on the other side of the fields and be gone. The good news is mine is so meek I'm yet to see a dominant display at any point, usually ending in them rolling over and showing their tummy. They are fantastic escape artists, whippets. They're brilliant at diffusing all my ways of keeping them in the garden, from chewing through chicken wire to leaping 6-foot fences. But of course, this is the cut and thrust of what we're talking about, because very easily they can escape. And should they escape, they can disappear. If they can disappear, they can be lost. And unfortunately, as we tragically heard, lost forever, with my right honourable friend's dog, Shadow, from Morley and Outwood. Now, there are about 8.5 million dogs chipped in the country. And I like to think most of them have good homes. So that's at least 8.5 million people looking after this. But of course, they're family animals. And that's why this matters. This debate really cuts through to who we are. And the Honourable Member from Chingford and Woodford Green has hinted at exactly that and given many stats about how actually not only is this the soft underbelly of the emotional aspect of the UK, but also leads to the harder crime aspect. And so on these serious points, I'd like to think if my dogs ever went missing, a vet would scan my dog. We know that the numbers have gone from 58% to 90% when they're chipped. But we also know that pricing's gone up. There's puppy profiteering. I know that my own experience in something with regards to whippets, who are not the most popular breed, doubled in that time frame. And worse still, puppy smuggling. Now, I know the Minister is working hard on dealing with this, and she's pointed before, when I've raised this question about pet fished, how to protect yourself when you're buying these pets. But most people are good people. They do their diligent research. And we need the vets and the industry to help support our fight in dealing with theft and loss. I'm completely open to the fact that there may be unintended consequences. I'd like to see the consultation really get underneath what is going on here, both in bringing with the government, the vetted associations, the rescuers, and of course the public, because I think there is a heart here where we can all agree as Parliament, no matter which side of the house you're on, no matter which industry you're in, receiver or carer, this can be resolved. And for that, I'd like the Minister to consider this, to provide some dates of when this is likely to come forward, and hopefully pass these two motions.
Yeah.